Coming up here, a top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will get first crack at it here. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him. And if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt, this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Lewis wants to pass. With the catch, it's Atkins. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a crease. It's Price. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Going to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Setting up the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a...
Oh, it's on the ground! High ball! And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked off his feet.
Well, there weren't a lot of guys in the box defensively on that second and long play, so you see the offensive line, they're able to get downfield, get a hat on a hat, and that helped lead to that successful play.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Looking to throw, it's Russell. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at... 2. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lewis to throw. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Bama! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Conn. on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator Chomps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one right now in Gainesville. They're up by 7 over Arkansas. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Lewis wants to pass. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes that Alabama offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll toss it to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking for space. It's Young. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. Hey, big play there. Gets it to the 30.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Keeps looking downfield. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Let's talk about Alabama. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you're going to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll move the tight end. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
To the air, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. First down here for the offense. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards of field position. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Oh, he's got a chance. Jukes his way for more. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys. And there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on it.
Give to the running back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Sends it back in motion. Lewis wants to pass. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Caught close to the marker, it's Horton. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Pulls it in. It's Horton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And that is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Under fire. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Buffaloes will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. a man. It's Russell. The screen. He can go. At midfield, he's got room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the end. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They kick it away on fourth down. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built your...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Lewis to throw. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Fit it in the window for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over Navy. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Horton. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. To the air, it's Russell. Got a man, it's Odom. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Final seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to put up 3. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. And it's no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A 1st half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box.
Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Gets it past the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try the run. A 6-yard pickup that leaves him with 3rd and 4.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And the Buffaloes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Here's a heat. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. The Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lewis wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. And the Buffaloes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's looking to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been.
Touchdown, Bucks! And that one will give them the lead.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Then let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 21 over Arkansas. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets away from one, finds some space. Turns it on down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
In the end zone.
There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him! Trying to escape and get it himself.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you can tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again? You're going to force them to pass the football.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back to pass, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turning it on. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble. Has another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Horton. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Trying to keep this drive alive. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Horton. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, this guy has had a day to remember, putting up outstanding numbers in this one, and he is still piling on in the fourth quarter, breaking off some beautiful runs. This defense has not had an answer for him all game long.
At the 20, he's got space. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown Tide. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Lewis to throw. Rush is on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here comes that Alabama offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Right on the money. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop them.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock.
Touchdown, Bama! A great catch and run for 6. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lobs one high down the left side. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Got him downfield. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. Pressure coming, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on third down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Touchdown, Colorado! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, fourth quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The offense gets a quick timeout. Every second is precious. And the Buffaloes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Lewis to throw. Unloads it left. Ripping through the defense. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And this really puts it out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation. But now, with this turnover, this one's all but over.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The run from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Riley. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Riley. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but